Hi, this is Elizabeth, one of the co-hosts of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Rachel Mullins, host of #NoFilterFriday here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my new show, #NoFilterFriday, where we talk about all of the sexual misconduct allegations swirling around Hollywood. A new show drops every Friday at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you'll never miss an episode of #NoFilterFriday. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
What is up, Rewritten crew? It's Julianne Condia, your host of Rewritten. Thanks for tuning in. It is such a pleasure. Please screenshot this once you're done listening and let me know how it spoke to you. You can tag me at Julianne Condia or at the Rewritten Society. And I want you to go check out some of my other content because it's not just this podcast that's there for you. It's how I show up every single day. And literally, my mission is to empower you to get fit in every area of life. I'm really excited for today's topic, and I just really feel like this is something that I've had to navigate through, something that I've had to learn and grow in, and I just am excited to share my thoughts and takeaways and things that I've learned doing what I do. And I just think that I can't say this enough, is that everyone has it, whatever that is. It's not this one person is just better than you or more talented or whatever. We all have it within us and we have to decide. So today is going to be all about action. And I really do think that the secret to building the life that you want, to live more fulfilled, right, on your way to success. I think living fulfilled daily is everything. I think that accolades and hitting goals is great, but that does not create fulfillment. So we can live more fulfilled today on our way to these benchmarks, on our way to these milestones, on our way to feeling and being successful. And I really do think that the secret to doing that, to building the business that you want, to having the life that you want, to paying off the debt that is crushing you, that you feel like is such an elephant on your chest, whatever it is action and consistency. There's a major cost when it comes to hesitation. And I see this all the time. People are so hesitant to take action. And I'm telling you, the secret is to take action and be consistent with it. I don't know why we get so afraid. We have gotten so good at talking ourselves out of things, and we blow up these things to be so scary. And they're not. It's all in our mind. And action is going to help you overcome that fear. Action is going to be the thing that shows you that you can. And yet, here we are living in hesitation. I should do this. I should do that. That sounds interesting. The cost of hesitation is everything. So what are you willing to leave behind? Are you willing to leave your fears behind despite, right? What are you willing to leave behind? A mindset that you think you won't follow through. A scarcity that you won't get your investment back. I just have to say that with every step we take of action, sure, it's not going to always work out the way that we planned it to be, and I don't think it should. I think that our brain and our thinking can be so limited, and so actually we're more surprised, we're more strengthened because we didn't know everything. What are you willing to leave behind? Because what you're going to gain is so freaking incredible. I heard this by T.D. Jakes. He's amazing. You have to look him up on YouTube. He's incredible. He was talking about time and how fast time goes. And that's something that I say all the time. I tell Wyatt not to gray. He's my dog. I say, you stop graying, right? Because time has gone by so fast. I feel like he's becoming this old man. Time just goes in a blink. And a lot of times with our hesitation, we're thinking in days. We're thinking in moments. What if you started thinking in decades? How much quicker does time go when you think that way? We don't have that much time. But when we think in days, we think we do. So I see so many people putting off the greatest things that could ever happen to them because they're thinking in days and they're not thinking in decades. And it breaks my heart because action is going to unlock this insane potential. Action is going to open up your horizon. Action is going to bring the best people into your life. And action is going to be the thing that gets you to change. Because, friend, it takes change to change. It takes change to change. And you're going to have to give some things up. You're going to have to give up maybe some people in your life that aren't the best for you to go after it. Because they might tell you not to. You're going to have to give up and sacrifice some things that you're saying yes to. Sometimes we give our yes to the people that don't matter in our lives, and we have to say no to the people that do. And I don't want that to be my life. I want to say yes to the people that are most important in my life. I want to be able to say yes to experiences. I have a story for you about this. So, as you know, I started a business 5 years ago with my husband, Eric, and it's been such a journey, a roller coaster. I always say, buckle up. Don't get off the ride because you're going to experience highs and lows and turns and twists and feel sick at times, scared at times, excitement. It's just a freaking wild ride. But I have a story for you. So what you see, I always say this, like, you look like an overnight success with time, right? When you're first starting out, people don't believe you. When you're first starting out, people are annoyed by you. When you're first starting out, they try to breathe all of their insecurities into you. And it's really hard to navigate that, especially if you haven't worked on your mindset a whole lot. Now it's like, come at me, bro. Say whatever you want. I'm so solid when it comes to dreaming and taking risks and doing what I want, and no one can hold me back. No one can pump their own insecurities into me. That, like, armor, like that, heart and armor, that is what has happened over the last 5 years. But starting out, it's not always like that. And it takes grit. It takes trust. And it takes just knowing and trusting your gut. But 5 years ago, I remember all of a sudden, I was just like, I could be good at this. I can be good at this business. I can turn fitness into business. And if you know my story, I think you can read about it and you're like, it doesn't really impact you, but I really need you to feel the weight of it, okay? I hated fitness. I didn't know what to do in the gym. I was exhausted. I was 35 pounds heavier. Call myself couch to coach. Binge watched TV. Talked about small things. I was obsessed with living through other people. So, for example, People magazine was where it was at. I always knew what was going on with celebrities. How whack is that? Why am I so obsessed with other people's lives? That's what life looked like for me. And here I was, 25, 24, I don't remember. I want to turn fitness into my business. I'm a teacher. I don't have a business degree. I know nothing about social media. I'm a creeper on social media. I don't even post on social media. But I'm going to do this thing, right? I drink Starbucks daily, Panera for breakfast, and skip meals regularly, binge eat at night. Just feel like crap, not sleeping. I'm going to turn fitness into my business. I'm going to turn health into a business. I know I could be good at that. So, perfect candidate for that, right? So I go to Eric and I say, hey, I want to do this thing. And he told me not to do it. Did you hear that? He's like Gandhi. That's who I compare him to. And he told me not to do it because he thought it was a scam. And I remember just looking at him crying. And I looked at him and I said, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm kind of stubborn like that. And he said, okay. He respects me. I love him. And I said yes anyway. And I went for it. And then I remember seeing the transformation that it took. And it didn't happen as soon as I said yes. It's not as soon as I started building this business, because that takes freaking time, my friends. It takes time. People jump into stuff thinking that this is going to happen so fast. Delay results. But he started to see a switch in me, an excitement, something I was looking forward to beyond teaching. Teaching exhausts you. And I was telling him about the people that I was helping, that so-and-so was losing 5 pounds, or I had lost 7 pounds in my first week. Do you know the confidence that gave me simply by cleaning up my nutrition and moving my body? There's no scam to that when you're being actually healthy with a real result. There are people who I'm sure lose 7 pounds from pills, wraps, things, or whatever, and it's just going to come back. But I was legit moving my body in a healthy way, 30 minutes a day, so it's not like I'm spending 2 hours at the gym, and I cleaned up my nutrition for a week. I lost 7 pounds. So one, I was dedicated to my journey, and I was sharing it with Eric, and he was watching it, but also I was helping other people do the same thing. And so he was watching this. He saw that I had so much joy in helping other people, not just myself, but he was seeing that I was getting results. And so he started to see this. And he's a collegiate athlete. This dude works out like 3 hours a day. And he was trying to get me in the gym all the time, and I didn't want to. And then all of a sudden, he just saw me light up, and that started to build more belief and faith in what I was doing. But I was willing to walk it despite his support. And that's action, my friends, because there are going to be people in your life who love you or who don't love you. Because let me just tell you this. There are people in our world that target you and don't even know you. And then there are people that you do know that are so worried for you, or they're pumping their own insecurity into you. But I was willing to walk it anyway. And because I was dedicated and 2 feet in and not, well, let's just see what happens in, my first few weeks or few months. No. I'm committed. I'm here. I'm in this. I'm not only going to be in this if I get results. I'm in this to fight for this. And I think that creates more trust in other people and what you're doing. But I was willing to do it anyway. And then I started listening to personal development, just like you're doing right now. I started to invest in personal development. And Eric started to do these workouts. He started to really follow these nutrition guides because he was actually not eating to what he should be for a 6'8" man. And that opened up his eyes that he is now, like, he's always been in awesome shape, but now it's like he is in amazing shape. All because of what we do. But his mindset is in amazing shape. And it's just so cool to think about that. He told me no, and now to see him do this. But it required action of me and consistency of me to be dedicated no matter what. Second story. My brother, I'm committed, right? So I'm sharing my story. Again, people get so freaking afraid of social media. People are just opinionated. Like, it's all a mindset thing. It's not scary, you guys, especially when you're sharing empowering content. If someone tears that down, that person is feeling like crap. If they don't like positivity, I've gotten that. You're too positive. I've gotten that many times. Like, whatever. But I was sharing my story on social media because I wasn't speaking to the opinionated person, the insecure person that wanted to tear other people down, the person who wanted to target other people, the person who wants to make other people feel the way that they're feeling. That's not who I was speaking to. I was speaking to not just the couch dweller, but the couch dweller ready for change, like me. I was talking to the overworked, burnt out teacher who didn't want to feel that way anymore. And so my brother, he said, "You're posting too much on social media. It's annoying. I unfollowed you." I'm like, okay. Well, guess what? I kept posting anyway. This dude just spoke on a team call we had with our business about posting on social media and how to make it better. Freaking full circle. He's like, what you're doing is so cool. That took 5 years, my friends. But it didn't matter because I showed up anyway. I took action anyway. I see a lot of people say, well, I'm too busy. I'm too this. I did it anyway. I'm on vacation. I did it anyway. I don't work out on vacation. I see people do this. I'll start up when I'm back from vacation. And then you know what you see me do? Showing up on vacation. I took action anyway. Action plus consistency builds better belief and more results. That is the secret. And it's not easy. There will be people who don't support you, but there will be people who do. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if they support you or not. It's entirely up to you because we cannot blame anything on anyone else. It is our responsibility. It is 100% on us. And it is so much easier to point fingers of why you weren't successful in a business at someone else. Nope, on you. Of why you've gotten off track. Nope, on you. I've had people say, I don't want to work with Julianne because I know she won't hold my hand. Well, sister, I'm not going to hold your hand because the power is in with you, not within me. And I think that once you realize that, you will have more confidence and trust and belief in yourself and your abilities than if I were to, quote unquote, hold your hand. Action. Your hesitation, your lack of action based on real reasons. Yep, you have kids. Yep, you have all this going on. You have 2 jobs. You're in grad school. I get it. Low finances. That cost of hesitation is costing you everything. It's action plus consistency. Friend, let me know how this spoke to you. Screenshot it, send it to 3 friends, upload it on Instagram, tag me. Can't wait to hear. I am so grateful you tuned in to Rewritten. Thanks for listening.